So to jump into this campaign, who remembers what happened from last time?
We went and we're attempting to collect them a bounty from, Flower Shop Man.
Hang on, I got this.
Olaf.
We went to Osrin, we had brunch, no secrets were revealed, no shady deals were brokered, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Okay.
Oh, you weren't here last week at all, were you?
That's what we told Sven.
So Rook hit his head.
So we met Olaf and Mr. I can't remember what his name is.
Mr. Shaw.
Mr. Shaw.
So, yeah, you got to the Still Cry, and you returned for the contract, the 5 gold that was promised.
5 gold.
Then you also brought Bernard to Mika's bar, the Lost Key, and tried to get the 500 gold that was promised from that one. And come to find out that a wizard, or pretending to be wizard that was slighted, was actually working for Mr. Shaw. So instead of gaining $500, you are now 500 gold. You are now 4,000 gold in debt to Mr. Shaw.
Because he didn't want to keep all the scrolls.
I'm so sorry that I did the right thing. In the future, we will defer to your criminal intent.
Thank you.
So now we have to do something for him in order to get ourselves off the hook.
Steal a journal from the sister.
Steal a journal from the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
That's coming to Steel Cry.
May or may not be anybody's sister.
Which is definitely Rook's sister.
I mean, everybody's
Everybody knows because of Bishop.
I would just
Sven knows, and the party knows, except for him.
I would just like to point out
I don't know,
that
do I?
Yeah, you don't know.
I'd just like to point out that the magistrate or whatever might be a doppelganger pretending to be my sister. We don't know.
There's a good
We shall see.
Just have the same name.
Yeah,
See her yet.
Yeah, Greaves is a very popular last name
Yeah.
in Osrin, where it's a popular noble house.
For the first Penelope is your sister's first name.
But first we have to go do this audition.
First, in order to
Training.
do any kind of contract for Shaw, you have to do an interview of sorts for him to prove to him that you have the chops to.
Want me to remind you to bring a chemistry book?
You have the chops to carry out this plot. And stuff happens. There were tears shed. And then in the morning, you are said to go to Mika's tavern to meet up with Olaf and see how it goes. So, with crack of dawn, what are we doing?
Well, just before the crack of dawn, me and Gimbal are going to run to his parents' house.
Okay. What do you want to do in his parents' house?
Books, right?
Yes, I needed to get my book of potions from my childhood bedroom.
Okay.
Not like a, baby's first potion book, but just
It's
like
not like
a
my
potion
first
book.
chemistry
Yeah,
set.
Those were the days.
We're going to brush up on our alchemy.
Well,
Okay.
it's like a gnome's first chemistry set, which is like a human's 11th.
Yeah, because you're like 50 years old when you get your first chemistry set. So you're good. You head into Mid-City to, what is the name of your parents' shop?
Ralnor Scrolls, Scripts, and Scribbles.
You head into Ralnor's Scrolls, Scripts, and Scribbles. You couldn't make an easier name. It's all right. You head into the house. You don't see your father there, but your mother is kind of cooking in the kitchen.
Hey, just grabbing a book.
Gimbal!
It's lovely to see you.
Yes, come here.
We're in a hurry.
No, nonsense.
Oh,
Gives you
Mr.
a big
Ralnar.
hug.
Mr. Ralnar, are you cooking there?
I am.
Well,
Would you like me to show you a few things?
I was about to tell you I brought my spice pouch.
Oh. Would you like to stay for breakfast?
And I don't have time, but let's get dirty with these eggs.
Okay. So as you go up to... You do it like that, too, across the room.
I'm Saffron Bay.
Saffron Bay.
Does whatever a saffron can? Okay.
Yes. You head upstairs, you find my first chemistry set book. What are you looking for anything specifically?
I specifically said it wasn't.
Well,
I'm just going to take my book with me, tuck it under my arm.
okay. Awesome. Yeah, you stay for what you really just want to be a quick trip. You end up staying for about an hour and a half or so. Because she will
Gimbal-
not let you leave.
Gimbal, I poached eggs. We have to stay now.
How is everything? How are the kids?
They're good teenagers.
Yes.
I guess for you it would be 20-somethings.
Yes. You humans. So quickly.
If we're not out the door before dawn, something very bad is going to happen, Mom.
Nonsense.
If you don't finish your breakfast, something very bad will happen, Gimbal.
She has croissants in the oven, Gimbal. What is wrong with you? Be polite to your parents. See, this is what I'm dealing with my kids. It's like always out the door. I don't want to hug you in front of farmers. Like, don't tell me you love me.
Gimbal always tells me he loves me.
Yes, I mean, you have a great kid.
Yeah.
Even when he was in his early 20s? He even told you then?
I believe so. Yes.
I have the cards.
Yeah. Well, he wrote me the card, so I took
but
that
he
as
didn't
love.
say.
No, he didn't say.
One of mine is now cursed by some unholy entity sent from hell.
Is that Bishop then?
No, Dream.
Oh.
Bishop is actually surprisingly demonic influence free.
Oh.
I think it's
weird because of the.
Yeah, I'm
horns.
pretty sure it's just oats, just wild oats, all up in
Yes.
it.
Well, give Dream my love. That sounds horrid.
Yeah.
Well, finish your breakfast. You guys need to save the world, as Gimbal says.
I mean, you guys are really saving the world. I mean, literacy in Osran has gone up since your company opened by like 20%.
Yes, and our pockets have gone up as well.
I write on a spare scrap of paper that I have 500 gold and slide it across.
Oh, we gotta go.
So nice seeing you. Please, stop by soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Next feast day or harvest
Oh,
or
yes,
whatever.
I'll make your recipe.
We're still not good about that. That was still
Wait till you
blackmail.
taste it. All right, you exit.
I give her a hug.
Yeah, obviously, she would kill you.
I squeeze them with my hand.
She bats it away and gives you a big.
As we're running back to, because we're running, because we have to get there on time, I'm like, I always forget how business acumen your parents are. They seem so sweet. And then you just know they would buy your company out from under you.
It wouldn't be the first time it happened. Everyone underestimates gnomes.
Next time we're in a combat, just imagine that they're a rival bookstore and then behave like that.
So where are you going?
Are
you going
going
back?
back? Right there. We're gonna get the kids.
Well, I figured we would get the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Run back to the guild and then run to the.
All right. Waking up the kids and Dash. Are you guys doing anything in the meantime?
I was just waiting at the front door looking like, we're going to be late.
Now that the Nightmare King has threatened Bishop, I am going to be tailing him 24/7. So I watched him sleep, and I'm with him now.
I woke up to Dream in the corner. I'm
Staring at you.
Strange. I need to do something strange.
Just be glad she wasn't in bed with you, staring at you.
Dash, you do anything?
I'm probably just watching them.
Okay. You're watching Dream watch.
Well, because I'm so terrified for her, so like,
Yeah.
Just an awkward train of everyone watching me sleep.
Dash is sitting in a tree outside the window watching Dream watch Bishop from within the room.
exactly.
And then Phillip is higher up in the tree watching Dash watch Dream.
What can
Phillip
I say?
is Gimbal's familiar. It's an owl.
They've watched the stream. They
Well,
know
for
who
the new
Phillip
people.
is.
For
He's a
all
good
you
boy.
new people.
He's a heckin' good boy.
All right, so you get to Steel Cry, you shovel up the kids, head off to the Lost Key. You get there a little past, a little late, a little past the time where you're supposed to be there, and you see Olaf standing in front.
Good morning.
You're late.
We promise it was for a good reason.
I don't. We
Breakfast.
had a very casual breakfast.
Don't do it again.
Well, unless you start paying me, you don't really get to make those kind of accusations.
I don't like this one.
I don't like this one. Gimbal, solve this problem.
We really
let's
need
get
to
started.
do this. Yeah.
We need to go to the Ronsharn swamps to find our quarry. There's a few ways we can go about it. We can
Query.
Quarry.
Quarry?
Well, unless he was speaking about a rock farm. Were you speaking about a
No,
rock
quarry
farm?
is like something you're looking for. It's your target.
I thought that was a quarry.
It's spelled differently.
Well, what's a query then?
A query is a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seem to have many of those right now.
But isn't there also a quarry?
Yes, which is rock, but quarry has two different.
So my
meanings.
joke still works.
And all these questions are getting us in a quandary.
You better quit.
Quagmire.
No,
there's
we're going to a quagmire.
2 different ways you can get there. You can charter a ship. It'll be probably a 5-day round trip.
You mean you could charter a ship?
You can charter a ship. It will be a 5-day round trip to the swamps, and no telling how long you'll be there hunting this thing. Or we can utilize the military's teleportation circles, which will get us there instantly and then go about your day.
Well, your boss wants us to be back here in a week to steal a book, so probably the teleportation circle?
All right. It'll take me about a day to work up the correct paperwork and get you all fitted for uniforms.
So we're staying here another day instead of going now.
Yeah, why
like
did we
you
have to
wanted
have
us
this
to be
meeting
here.
first thing in the morning?
To see where you want to go.
Couldn't you have decided that yesterday?
It's not my mission.
Isn't it, though?
I
thought you said he was coming with us.
I don't owe 4,000 gold.
Oh, that's right.
Technically, we
I'll be
don't
going
either.
with you to look in on you.
All right. So teleportation circles. What can we do to help?
All right. Who is the best liar?
So we have a really good liar on the team, but he's also the loosest cannon.
Okay.
Okay, I take offense to that.
Who is the least likely to get you arrested for impersonating officers and misusing teleportation circles?
Depends. If they have to speak to somebody, it'd probably be me. But if they don't have to deal with anyone and just go by looking at anything,
It's up to you.
well, we're asking
Who
you
is
which
it?
would be easier. Do we have to interact with people or not?
I imagine you probably have to interact with people.
I think you can lie pretty well.
I do really well interacting with people.
You usually end it with your
Maybe
fist.
not
Especially
this
if it involves violence.
Which is an
I'll do it.
interaction.
So we'll fit you all for uniforms. You'll get captain's badge, and we'll go from there.
Out of character, would I still have one?
You wouldn't have one for the Drakarn military. No, you'd have like fine clothes probably, and but nothing for the actual military. Right. Follow me, and he kind of takes you to his flower shop. He takes you downstairs, the room that you've been to before, closes the door, flicks the trinket on top of the door, and then he...
Pink Lotus.
Very good. I was going to let you in. It's okay.
Shouldn't we have been using this thing the whole time?
Not unless they knew where we were.
But,
Then why
I
do we
mean,
need to use it now?
why didn't... Go on.
He has a big mouth.
Yes. Big enough to eat you with, my dear.
And he
Big fists.
He proceeds to fit you all or get measurements for you for these military garb.
I fake giggle every time he touches me.
I'm thoroughly uncomfortable. All right. This will be done midday tomorrow. Come back here.
On a scale of 1 to 32, how challenging would you say you are?
He's probably about halfway from 1 to 32.
Okay. Just Rook does not like this guy.
Rook doesn't like a lot of people.
That's not true. I like several people who aren't this guy.
Several, but not many.
That's several, yeah.
I don't like all of these people.
Few, then.
I mean, I think I do at the moment with one of them, but that's just because another person who I like hasn't talked to me yet.
Yeah, meet back here midday tomorrow, and we will begin.
So that means we can have breakfast tomorrow?
Yes, you can have your breakfast tomorrow.
Okay. We'll show up on time this time. Promise.
Wait, what's the potion that I needed to make?
You don't need to make a potion. You're getting me ingredients to make a potion.
Oh, what are the ingredients that I need?
That'd be
You'll
good to
know
know so we
in
could
time.
research it. It'd be a good idea to at least.
What was the
tell
name of the
us.
swamps again?
The Runsharan swamps.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go get lunch?
I mean, we just had that big gnomish breakfast, so yes.
All
Wait,
right.
you guys got breakfast?
I'm going back to sleep. I already ate a little.
Do y'all want
Woke
to go
up
get
early
lunch?
for nothing.
Oh, wow.
Good
Yeah.
night, and I'll just start heading back and go. To
Hey,
sleep.
you want to go to
I
that?
follow you.
You want to go to that bodega you like?
Sure.
Come on, Dash. Let's go.
I like stare at Gimbal like, what? Okay.
The one with all the books.
Okay.
The book dega.
The one where we're not allowed to eat inside.
Okay.
So we go to the bodega.
The Bookdega. It is called the Bookdega.
Where me and
Bravo.
Dash aren't allowed to eat inside.
Yeah, no, because you have sticky fingers. So this is a place for scholars to get a quick bite while they are researching. And in a previous interaction, you two were a little too messy with your food, and they kicked you out.
It's not his fault. He shakes constantly. They shouldn't have given him soup.
Yeah.
I asked for a straw, but they didn't have any. So, I mean, what am I going to do?
Monsters.
Well, we asked for a ladle and they didn't have one either.
I mean, even like a funnel, I could like pour it, you know, I mean.
I could pour it in with a funnel.
I don't trust you.
So,
After all
sitting
this
down
time.
for a nice meal at the Bookdega, that would be 5 silver pieces each.
I'm gonna see if they have any books on the Renshard swamps.
Sure, make an investigation.
At the bodega.
At the Bookdega.
It's not. 15.
Okay.
I forgot that I have a good investigation in this game.
Rencharan swamps are in the vicinity of the old Rencharan castle. It was like 100 years ago. There was a wizard king who tried to take over what is now Drakarn Empire. The 5 city-states of the Drakarn Empire kind of banded together to take out this one king of the Rencharan swamps, and that's kind of that's the government of Drakarn Empire right now that you live in. Is currently these 5 city-states that kind of banded together and stayed together after. You know that they were able to defeat the Wizard King. Now his ruins are in the Drakarn swamps, and that's an area that's off limits for essentially everybody, unless you have like a writ of permission from the government.
Got it.
Alright. So that's something at least. Is there any information on the plants or animals that are
There's got to be something
native,
specific that lives there.
Rare.
rare or unique to the area?
As far as swamps go, you can't really find like anything that's specific to
Pretty swampy.
the swamp. Yeah, you know, there's been blight infestations throughout the years. They're probably still there, and just kind of whatever would survive in that
Environment.
region. Yeah.
Okay, I've written all of it down into my own little notebook and tucked it
Mhm.
away into my wizard robes.
You discuss any information with me? So
Of
we can
course.
do your crap? So the Lizard King.
Wizard.
Wizard.
Not a dragonborn.
Well, no, because they're not lizards,
But-
as
but
you've
a
said
wizard
over and
king.
over again. So if there was a Wizard King and no one's allowed in there, So it's one of two things. Either we're not after potion ingredients at all.
Or there's spell scrolls left over.
I mean, maybe. That could explain why they had so many spell scrolls to give to a nobody. Because I can't see... I mean, if that was $4,000 worth of scrolls, which it was much more than that, I don't understand why they would give it to just some guy so he can terrorize some village accidentally. Unless they have a steady supply of
Maybe
them.
that was like a waypoint.
Maybe.
Well, what else do we need to do before we get ready to go?
I don't know, brush up on swamp survival tips? I'm sure there's a book, Gimbal. While we finish our coffee, you want to go see if there's a swamp survival book?
Can I see if there's a swamp survival book? 11.
11. One of them really catches your eye. 10 top survival skills to survive in swamps.
How much is it?
So this is like a library set
Okay.
for the book data. So you can't buy these books.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make an offer for it.
I'll go up to the barista.
Okay.
Could I warm this up? And could I also get this?
We don't typically sell the books here.
Can we borrow it?
No.
2 gold.
Let me check with my manager.
I would just like to... all the gold we've spent here over the years, you can't let Gimbal have one book.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Rook? I eat at the window.
I've never seen you. I eat at the window. He pops to the back, comes out, make a persuasion check.
Maybe you should remind them who your parents
I
are.
say, as the heir to Ralnor's scrolls and scribbles, I would greatly appreciate it. Persuasion?
Why doesn't that get turned into intimidation check?
He's not intimidating.
I can be intimidating when I want to be.
All of my stuff turns into intimidation. I'm asking somebody how their day is. Roll intimidate.
Well, if
You're hulking over them.
yell at them.
Wait, Rook yells at people?
What'd you get?
A 12.
12? Oh, yes, of course. For anything for Madeline. Yes, 2 gold it is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's slide that across the bar. And here's an extra for you.
An extra gold?
Thank you.
Don't you think
1 extra gold for him?
copper would be a better tipping? Okay.
Take it back.
It's all for the cause.
That's why I have my own
I
pouch
took-
of gold.
I took it out of my personal money, not the group.
That's true.
All right. What else are you doing at the book data?
Oh, that was it for me. I'll finish my coffee and head home.
I eat something with jelly filled in it and manage to still spill it on a book, even though we're only in the store for a few minutes.
And we're keeping all books away from him. There's still some.
Like there's some elf who like just did the whole Galadriel thing as soon as the jelly struck the page. My spell book!
I prestidigitate it as soon as possible.
And then the next scene is a quick cut to me standing outside eating my jelly.
I don't understand why they won't let me back in.
And Dash just shaking with a cup of tea. Me either.
Green tea, of course. No caffeine.
Yes.
As they're doing this at the book deck, are you to do anything?
I'll notice that she's following me. Can I lose her?
Do you try?
I want to try and just kind of...
You're the only person she trusts. Don't break my poor baby's trust.
break her trust.
You mean like you did?
It was kind of cocky, not enough to dedicate re-rolling it. But kind of like run down an alley off to the side and act like I found something with a 7.
She casts detect magic and finds him immediately.
Roll a perception.
Beat a 7.
Yeah, she sees you.
And, but he kind of come back to the side. I saw something.
You like run up really fast and hide behind like a wall, and she just walks up and looks at you.
I'm like, as soon as I see her turn the corner, I start like reaching for something. Like, I saw a little animal.
No, clearly he runs and hides behind a wall, and she runs and hides behind the same wall, and then looks.
Where are you heading from? Did they see us?
No, I found a cute little animal, and He got away. I was going to keep it for a while.
Is it a squirrel?
Onward, and then we'll just go back since I couldn't get out.
Okay.
You guys are going back to Steelcry? Okay. Where are you guys headed now after the bodega?
I guess back to Steel Cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one else for the day. Practice a wee bit.
All right, you get back to Steelcry. As you come in, you see Barrister approach you. The Fire Genasi sorcerer.
Oh, hey.
Have you tried to look into yourself and see where your magic comes from?
I did try. At moments where I thought I was getting somewhere, but then I looked around me and I was starting to scorch the floor, so I stopped for I'll try again.
It's very important to figure it out.
You know what? I just ended up with a days full of time. I'll give it a shot for a little while longer. I'll just start doing that on the training grounds this time.
Okay.
Just gotta meditate. as best I
Make
can.
a wisdom check.
Oh, hey, it smells better. 15.
Yeah, so you take the better part of 45 minutes just concentrating. You hear squirrels in the background and kind of get distracted because you know, it's Rook season. It's going to go crazy.
I only yell at the squirrels when I'm mad, okay?
When are you not mad?
Sometimes.
That's a secret.
I'm just saying, this has been a rough couple weeks, okay?
As you kind of fall into your meditation, you do see a flash of something. Just a quick symbol. You see a steel gauntlet with an eye on the hand.
Just gonna do that and I'll draw more later.
Okay.
Alright.
And that's all you get.
Then I'll just practice spells and eventually go to. Probably Gimbal would be the best bet, knowledge wise. Talk to him later. Warmed my cockles.
Easy there. Okay, do you want to do that now?
Bishop.
Sure. Unless anyone else has anything they want to do.
Just following him.
Still, so as he was meditating, you're still just watching him.
I would have mentioned it after noticing her because she would be distracted. She's like, at least just meditate with me.
At least. She has to stay vigilant.
I can't close my eyes. If I close my eyes, I won't be able to see you.
I don't know if you're okay. So then we'll cut to you going up to Gimbal. We'll say, as he left from Mizu's office trying to offer more pamphlets.
I mean, I'd be willing to do some of the organization for you. I really don't mind. It's a
Get
passion
out
project
of my
mine.
office now!
Hey, Gimbal, leave him alone for a second. You want to help me out with something?
All right, but I'll be back. I'm gonna win you over one of these days.
Yes, I'll see you soon.
What kind of flowers do you like?
I don't.
Come on, I'll just grab him and start pulling him away. So, I had a strange thing that I found the other day, and I was just wondering if you could help me identify what it is.
Yeah.
It's a little gauntlet that looks drawn terribly. It has an eye in the middle of it.
Huh.
I was wondering if it'd be any symbol you'd be able to recognize in any of your books. Anything you've known.
This would be a religion check.
Yeah.
Can I
Actually,
try
you could do a history to see if you recognize it.
I probably don't know
they're
much about
equivalent.
religion, so
They're equivalent.
I'm not
to me, so.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in religion, but I could try.
I have meta knowledge, but not character knowledge.
Would
It's a
your
9.
character roll? 9?
9, yeah.
Would Bishop be allowed to roll one of these?
Sure.
Alright. Is his symbol. Hey, I probably didn't need to ask. 20.
Yeah, you know this as the symbol for the god Helm.
Helm. I'm just gonna put helm.
So I almost asked, like, if I know what it is, can I just...
I'm still learning all of it. So, alright. Thanks for letting me know. If you do find anything about it.
Sure, I'd be happy to start reading. He's not one of the gnomish ones, so I'm not super familiar.
Oh, I didn't tell you who it was Helm.
Oh, I'm sorry. It
You know.
has nothing to do with the gnomish pantheon, so I'm not super familiar.
Let me know if you find anything.
If you want, I can get you some reading on Little Gord, though.
Maybe later.
Take the book.
Is he good or bad?
Very good.
I'll take the book.
The rest of my day is going to be trying to find more about the god, asking around, or if I can go to
His temple.
What's the name?
The book digger.
The
Ooh,
bodega.
good. I'm gonna go there.
You could also go to his temple.
Either or. Oh, his temple. Yeah, sure.
I love how there's like ancient magical libraries and bookstores all over, but we go to this one tiny bodega for everything.
We just happen to have everything we need.
And I will send her off with my book on Carl Glitter Cult.
And then I'll go to the temple.
Okay.
And as I'm walking, I'm like, let's keep this part between us, all right? One of those practicing on your lying.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you going with?
Is this is this a good god or a bad god?
As far as I can tell, a good one. That's what we're here to mostly learn, though.
Dun dun dun.
Anyone else doing anything?
I'd probably follow them.
To the temple?
Yeah, but like stealth. I would
I'm gonna-
attempt to stealth.
I'm going to make sure no one's following, so I'm going to go against it. Probably not well enough. Nope. 7. I think that's your proficiency.
23.
18. Yep. So you are definitely stealth.
And then Rook's gonna throw a bunch of the novices around, like the unpartied, like lower than us, the people who came to train. Gonna throw them around for a while.
Okay.
Literally, teach them how to like break their falls.
Doing it wrong!
Bend your knees.
I'll go through like my history books to see if I can find anything on the old Wizard King. Just kind of keep researching while everybody's
Okay.
going about their day.
Make a history.
17.
Okay. You do find that in the Zerkaran Empire, he's kind of downplayed as just a regular opposing faction in one of the Great Wars. He wasn't really much, but you do more research in kind of books from other places, and he was a tyrant. He took over what is almost the entire continent of where you're currently at. The combination of the Zerkaran Empire is really the only thing that stood in the way of him, and no one really talks about his downfall or how he was defeated, but you hear talk of his army was just a culmination of magical beasts, elementals, dragons, high level wizards. Him specifically was he was looking into a different form of magic, right? You find in one book that a quote from him saying that he doesn't want to become a god. He wants to be greater than. He says the gods were in a confined system of magic. He wants to break that system.
Okay.
And that's really all you find on him.
So he's like reading to me aloud while I toss the trainees around. I finish chucking one, and I'm like, "Gods have a confined magic system?"
I mean, if you look at where they are based on alignment versus free will, then I kind of start trailing off into a little bit of a philosophical
So he's
explanation
crazy.
of- It depends on what paradigm you're really looking at it through.
Well, crazy. I'm looking through a crazy paradigm.
If you're looking through a crazy paradigm, then he's probably not crazy at all.
Oh, wait. Does that mean he is crazy?
Well, again, that's up for debate.
We do that for a while. If you're not gonna roll, have your party catch you. Wizards.
Now I'm going to show you how to make sure that somebody doesn't leave at night.
All right. Now try and escape this. I'm gonna take a nap. Gimbal, time him. With his sundial.
They like, wait, get the right angle.
Oh no, he's a gnome, so he probably has a wristwatch.
Yeah. And I'm a rock gnome.
All right, we'll switch to you three. So heading to the Temple of Helm, right? Are you doing anything specifically?
Mostly just gonna walk in and ask any of those who are praying, or seem to be like the leader of a few generic questions about.
Sure, you find one of the priests at the temple. How can I help you, Magi?
I was wondering if there's a few things you could teach me about Helm.
I would love to. What questions do you have?
I know he's, I believe, lawful, strong, and I've heard that he's called the Watcher, but I myself saw a strange symbol in my dreams of...
Yes, he is a god of protection and protectors, those who would give themselves up for those in need or those weaker than himself.
Civil responsibility.
You get in the back of your mind.
Kind of look up.
Protection from what?
From any force that wishes to do them wrong.
Wrong. Bad.
Bad. Yes.
So this will be a good thing. I was focusing on some of my own skills that I have, and during one of my meditations, the symbol came before me, glowed brightly, and flashed, and suddenly woke me out of my trance.
Are you a cleric? Then?
No,
That's odd.
I'll just try and I'll show him a few bits of like my own magic. Can I show you something?
Please.
Then I'll just kind of show bits of the power self and some of the blue flame.
Spiritual weapon.
And anyone need healing or no?
When you summon
weapon?
spiritual weapon, he's taken aback. That is the symbol of Helm holding what looks like his greatsword.
I can't really help
If you're not a cleric, it seems like he has a deep interest in you of some sort.
I don't know why he'd be interested in me, especially since obviously.
Well, the gods know that your heritage doesn't always dictate your actions.
I can agree to that. Is there anything you could tell me that help me discover how I'm getting this power?
No, if you were a cleric, I definitely would be able to guide you, but I've never seen one of this power be able to.
Are there only clerics, or are there other fighters that are around?
There's paladins out there that exemplify Helm's will, his chosen.
Is there one here right now?
No, not in the city, unfortunately.
Do you mind if I just watch one of your sessions? I don't have to participate.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to join, but it's probably going to be a bit boring. Actually, I don't know if you care if something's boring. You stay up all night.
I was just about to say, she boring
watched
as her
you for
life.
8 hours.
All right, your choice.
I have a creative imagination.
It's a good thing to have. And then I'll just stick around there for a while, see what I can learn.
Yeah, you see people.
I have another question for him, though.
Oh, sure.
Do you know anything about a demon who controls people through their dreams?
There are a great many demons out there, my dear. None that spring to mind.
Do you know of anyone that I could ask further questions about this? Or where could I find more information?
If you're looking for information on demonology, I would say the best place would probably be the college at the Wizarding Guild.
Okay, thank you.
A good thing to ask him, but he is a wizard after all.
There was a split second where I thought he was going to say, the book take.
This quaint little place, the Book Dega.
It's charming.
It's very charming.
And they allow owls.
I'll just sit and watch one. Kind of meditate. If they meditate, I'll try to meditate along with them. See if I get another connection with them.
You see a few people praying. He's going back and forth and talking to different people. A few people in tears coming up, asking for his help, or asking for any kind of guidance that he might be able to give.
During one moment of the prayers, I'll kind of join in and just with the one question of, what do you want?
In other news, the Temple of Helm has burned down today.
I don't hear a response.
I ask for protection of Bishop from
Do you ask it in front of him?
Yes.
She does.
If these prayers are out loud, then yes. But
It's kind of like,
She does the full Esmeralda song from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
What are you doing during this whole
I'd
process?
sit outside. Because I'm not going to try to be sneaking around a bunch of cleric-y things.
In the church.
inside.
He dons a disguise as an old gnomish woman. Sits in the back.
I mean, I do need to test out my disguise.
Yeah, a few hours.
I would have stayed outside.
Okay. I'd say you guys stay there about 2 hours, just kind of taking everything in. And then, where are you going from here?
No. Thank the priest, and then I might come back again. Just because they confused myself. And I'll start walking out and be like, between the two of us.
Yes.
Do we see outside still? Or
Oh,
the same
so
rules?
we're allowed secrets, but the adults, no secrets.
We're children. The way you describe the two of us as your kids, more of a sibling bond. I'm more willing to share secrets with her. We're not there. Boy.
Can we stop by the college like he recommended?
Yeah.
And maybe we should go out a back door in case somebody was following us.
I don't think anyone was following us.
Okay.
You'll have to stealth again if he does.
The Angel of Meta?
And we'll just go to the college.
Okay.
How far away?
The college itself from the temple is probably a 20-minute walk, so it's not too far. As you approach the college and head in, you see kind of a little area in front with a little desk. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, I was hoping to find some more information on demons, especially ones that control you through your dreams.
Can I see your admissions ticket
How much
to the
gold?
college?
I left that at home.
Yeah, she has hers. I'm sorry that she forgot it, but how much would it be for me to get one?
Well, you'll have to go to school here. You could also ask for a guest pass, but those are backed up quite heavily.
How would one get in admission again?
Well, as a child,
okay.
some kind of magical equivalency would be needed in you, and then you pay the fine and you're admitted here.
Alright.
5 years later, you are a fully fledged wizard.
I think I'll be alright with that, but do you mind letting her in? She did forget it. I could go look for it back at the home.
I can sign you up for a guest pass.
Yes, please.
Okay.
You want to sign me for one too, actually.
Looks
I know it's
like
backed up.
we have availability in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Put me down for one too, so I can at least
Your
just
names?
accompany her. Bishop.
Bishop,
Dream, right?
Dream Wraith, and just Bishop.
Just Bishop. Okay. Family didn't really like me that much.
but all right. I will see you in 2 weeks, unless you could find your mission.
We'll be back if we can.
For the record, your legal surname is Bishop Rook.
Oh no, I never go by that.
So would you be Rook?
No, I'm just Rook. No one knows my first name.
And
I
there's
know you're last.
so there's no one I can talk to now about this.
I'm sorry, no.
We have time. We'll be back. See if we find that ticket of yours.
I don't know if we have time.
I'm sure we do.
Okay. Anyway.
Kind of comfort you on the way back.
That's so sad.
Dash, what are you doing?
This is crazy. I just
following
wanted
them back.
information.
You're what?
Following them back, yeah.
Dash.
Make another.
Dash sneaks into the college, steals the books on demons, and then sneaks back out.
I mean, how hard would that be?
Oh, we'll see. You'd like to do
All the
No,
magic.
I don't want no.
Okay.
No.
As we're walking out, I say loudly, "Do you think we could steal the books later?"
10?
10, you laugh at that statement. You see him.
I can't. I rolled an 8.
Oh, you can see him.
Let's see.
Just to see.
Please roll over.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, that's
Cool.
a 9.
Wait, what'd you...
Right.
That's a
Oh,
9.
damn
He's
it.
still stealth.
Still
There's a giggle.
stealth.
We kind of look around, but he's not there.
We're
Like,
we're really oblivious, I guess.
I heard someone laugh, but I don't know where it came from. Who cares? It
I'm
must
very
have been the wind.
Must have been the Angel of Meta.
I am very disappointed in this institution. They were not helpful at all.
We'll have to do their own things to protect their own knowledge and people. You never know what's inside those libraries. Good information. Check the bodega. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's not gonna be like Rendu.
It's
it
like
already is.
it's like Friends.
It's our central perk.
Yeah. Except Dash and Rook are always like sitting at stools outside the window.
I haven't been kicked out. I just get dirty looks.
No, you've been kicked out.
Have it?
Yeah.
I used to never be let in the first place. This is one of the first few times I've been walking in myself. Because even Rook was like, no fire kids allowed.
You've gotten much better with your fire stuff.
So you're going to the bodega? Okay.
Sure.
You're looking for... That's a thing now.
I know.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, why do we not go to Scribble Scripts and...
So they're more so selling scrolls,
okay.
like magical scrolls. They're not a library of
Okay.
any sort.
And also, last time we went there, we got shook down.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see Madeline.
I mean, you could change the plan.
It's all good. I mean, we can, but okay. Bodega.
Bodega. And then are you looking for books on...
Demons.
Okay.
In particular, ones
Go
that
ahead.
control you in your dreams.
What would it be? I'm going to help her.
Investigation. Sorry.
Investigation.
So if Dream was raised in this cult, she would know the name of this demon, wouldn't she? Wow, that's a bad cult.
16.
It's a bad call. 14. 14.
You know that demons are pretty stingy with their names.
But I mean, she would have like his grandiose name. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this particular demon is pretty secretive though.
yeah.
So-
Like I couldn't join a cult that had such a secretive
Yeah.
god. You know?
I didn't have a choice.
I know. I'm just saying, me personally. Like, I would want to really
How
upfront.
dare you be born there?
I would just want to really.
Whoever your parents were, they were idiots.
They were dumbasses.
You're better off without them.
What'd you roll?
I'm glad you're not here. 14.
16.
14 and 16. You find books kind of on generic like differences between devils and demons, different known devils out there. None of them kind of catch your eye or anything that is similar to what you're talking about.
This book says here that if you're going to fight any devil or demon, have a weapon that's got a little magic into it. Good thing we got the, Helen helping us out.
I wonder if I can use my magic when I'm in the dream space with him.
It's worth a
I've
shot.
never tried.
Just be careful though, it is his space, most likely.
I mean, he's probably more powerful anyway, so even if I could use magic, it probably wouldn't matter.
Okay. Ready to head back? I'm almost
I'm
done
ready.
with my Okay, let's go.
I'm ready.
Did you just smell it?
Oh, it was like...
Oh, it just looked like you were just like.
smell
And then you put it down.
There's a painful slit. I just couldn't do a I don't have something to actually slurp. Or like
Bishop snorts his coffee and we head out the door.
good grind.
Good grind.
Takes a line of coffee while like, and then he.
I roast my own coffee.
Head back to Still Cry. As you get there, passing the training grounds, you see.
Bishop, get in here and show him how to roll.
He is good at rolling.
I'll cast guidance on them as they get.
No, I'm going to throw you.
Oh no! I will
Come on,
avoid
Bishop.
You.
Just like when you were a kid.
I
Come
will
on.
avoid you. I will. I'll just, no.
Dream, up for a toss?
I'll heal you, but I'm not
Okay.
getting tossed. Just clean these as I prestidigitate them again.
I toss her much more gently than I toss the trainees because I obviously have
and I will
favoritism.
guidance you. Well, she does roll for it.
Say he's done this before. You're pretty used to rolling out of these.
See, look how she ended up on her feet, so now she can fight, not prone. You're prone.
Throw the next one. I'll help him a little bit.
Prone is bad.
Gimble's laying on his stomach next to the last prone person, flipping pages of
Dappled sunlight streaming in. Isn't Dash with you guys?
Was he?
Well, he said he was going to go after you guys.
Well, he stayed in the shadows. Dash.
Where are you now?
I probably went back inside.
Okay.
Yes, he wasn't with
Like
us.
in the second story? Yes.
You right. Are you doing anything inside?
Probably just hanging out, meditating.
Meditating?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Make a constitution check.
Meditation.
That's
That's
off
tough.
kilter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Should've
great,
took
because
the
now I
two.
got a 1.
That one.
As you go down to meditate, you find yourself back in that room, looking down, tattered clothes, missing a pinky on your left hand. You're in that for the full 4 hours. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find a way out of the room, probably.
Okay, make an investigation.
Oh, 1.
Okay. You're so thrown off kilter. You don't know where to look or where to go. You're just kind of like on all the walls, putting your hands on them and seeing if you can find anything, and there's nothing. You still feel that slow hum of magic coming out of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Do that for about 4 hours, and then
Okay.
you're back up.
Come to me like, you all right there? You're sweating an awful lot.
Don't touch me.
Okay, cool. Just had a question though. Rook said that you went with us.
I mean, I just assumed. I didn't know.
You said that. I thought he went with you. Like,
Yeah, I thought he did because he wasn't with us.
I'm still just like, he said he thought that you came with us.
I didn't go with you.
Do you know where we went?
Yes.
Tell him we went to the library, with the wizard's library in the bodega. Don't tell him about his bodega. Alright, please.
Okay.
Still sorting that out for myself right
Okay.
now. And then I'll just go away. You need any healing, actually. You okay? You feel a little,
I'm okay.
less restoration. I'll go away.
Okay. You have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Then bedtime.
It's so nice to have time to work out your personal issues on your own without interference or gossip being spread about them.
Speaking of non sequiturs, Gimbal, now that I've worked up a good sweat and tossed people for a while, there's something I want you to help me with.
Okay.
In private. Like maybe your office?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just
We're gonna
Yeah,
try and
half of
listen
my
in
bedroom.
for all time.
Nah, I'm tired. I've done enough sneaking around for the day.
You like put up your Murphy bed and like,
put my desk and
put down a different rug.
Yeah.
Welcome to my office.
When you fold up the Murphy bed, the desk automatically
Yeah,
folds
I
out.
like that.
Rock no.
every 30-40 seconds I like yank open the door like really like, and
Are
then
you
close
guys
it.
trying to listen?
I'm good for the day.
I mean, No, I'd be distracted.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I ask you, I don't want to actually like dictate it, but I want to write a letter to the Inquisitor, like a
Miss-
feeler letter.
Miss Greaves,
Yes.
do you want it addressed from
Just,
you?
I don't know. What do you think? You do this family stuff.
Well,
I'm trying not to get frustrated. I'm sorry, Gimbal.
I mean, if it was my family, I'd go see her.
I don't think that's gonna be very. She has like armed guards.
The nobility does function differently than merchant folk.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be happy to write it for you.
Yes.
You want to work together?
Well, just run things by me, but do all that stuff that you do, like salutations and how are yous and you look nice today's. I mean, don't put that in because it's a letter, but that'll sound creepy if the
Yeah.
letter says you look nice today.
Even from her brother. Seen her.
More so.
What do you want me to be asking, though?
I just don't want the first time she sees me in so long to be in the situation it's going to be in.
So perhaps something saying that you know of her oncoming presence and you are glad to see her again?
Maybe looking forward to seeing her again. Maybe.
How long have you been gone?
7. It's probably more than 7 years.
Yes,
Because
you
I've been
know
with
about me.
I've been with Bishop for 7 years. So, and that was probably within my first year, so probably 8 years now.
Okay.
You had me for longer than 7 years, I thought.
Yeah, so
I mean, I
maybe
was
10 years.
Like I was like 7, and now I'm like
I think-
18 or 17.
I've been here
You've
for 7
been
years.
for 7 years, yeah.
So you've been away 10
For
years.
10,
10
12,
years, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
I can do something like that.
Yeah. But nothing like personal, like businessy. And then just sign it like your brother. Don't put my name in.
I can do that.
Are you doing it now?
Yes. Yeah. No, you can watch.
Okay. Don't do it in cursive. I can't read that. He can, but he doesn't like
He
it.
doesn't like that.
Okay. If you want this to be formal,
You can do calligraphy. That's formal.
okay.
Just use that pen.
Different pens and get different sets
I make
of
him
things
a
out
cup
to be
of-
able to write.
I make him a very anxious cup of tea while he
A lot of
works.
clanking.
You're gonna make me ink.
Is it slippery? Is he gonna fall down the stairs?
Okay, so what does the letter say?
To my sister.
Dear sister.
Okay. To my dearest sister Penelope.
No, dear, not dearest. Do I have other sisters?
No, just you two.
Okay.
To my dear sister Penelope. It was
Put Penny. That way she'll know it's me.
to my dear sister Penny. It is with great anticipation that I await your visit to the Adventurers Guild. I know it has been many moons since we have seen
No, just
one
put
another.
years. Moon sounds dumb. Start over.
Since we have seen one another. And while I am apprehensive at our meeting, I must admit that it does fill me with a sense of joy as well.
Joy's fine.
Uh,
I mean, a little heavy-handed, but it's fine. I mean,
do you want to speak to her before this, or do you want to meet her there?
oh, I don't know. I mean, I got kids now. I don't bathe nearly as often as I used to. I grew a beard. Lord knows what the state of my fingernails are in. I haven't looked in a while.
You know all those things are fixable, right?
How? Well, somebody else did it for me before.
We can get someone else to do it for you again.
Oh, that sounds expensive. It was very expensive when he did it before. He wore silk and stuff, so we must have paid him well. Should I get a horse? Usually I had a horse when we would go out and do
I
stuff.
think she'll recognize you without the horse.
I can't afford a suit of plate armor right now.
I think she'll recognize you without the plate armor.
Yeah, probably.
Let's set up a coffee.
No, not the Booktaker. They don't let me inside. And they don't have outdoor seating, which is doubly awkward.
I will kind of finish the letter with, due to the nature of our eventual meeting, I thought it would be prudent for us to meet one-on-one beforehand, so that I can fill you in on the happenings of my life, and so that I may learn more of the goings-on of yours.
I have started worrying about my physical appearance too much to finish the letter, so that is all fine.
If you are amenable, I would love to meet with you the day before the Guild Inquisition at...
The Adventurers Guild.
The silver cup.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. As soon as she reads amenable, she's going to be like, "Oh, my brother's been kidnapped for 10 years."
It's a trap.
If the time and location requested are to your liking, please respond.
Well, we're going to be out of town.
Well, but this is a week from now.
Okay,
So
how
if
do
we're
we
not
send
back
this?
for your coffee, we're not back for the test at all.
That's true.
That's my thought.
Have Phillip deliver it. I don't trust the mail.
Okay.
They steal my coupons.
Always your brother.
Do we have more brothers?
No, it's just you two.
Just us two. Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll know that it's
She'll
me.
know it's you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, a kidnap.
Are you putting the name?
No, just your brother.
And I, in the instructions on return, I'll kind of fix it so that it says that she can give a note back to the owl.
Okay.
Whenever she's ready to respond.
Okay.
We'll send it.
Okay. I hit send, which means I press on Philip's back.
He flies away.
I like to think that Phillip doesn't fly like a normal owl. Like he flies fine, but he's like
Everyone saw this kind
kind of like the Weasley owl.
That would be what Gimbal had.
Yeah.
Because he spends so much time in backpacks.
Forgot half before. All right. Anything else you guys are doing for the night?
No, I'm pretty sure I've already made the biggest mistake of the campaign. So.
I did include that we were leaving at midday tomorrow in that letter as well.
Okay.
Just so that she has an incentive to send me back my owl before we go.
Well, in that way we know if the Adventurers Guild is burned down by the time we get back, that she's mad at me.
True.
Valid.
And we're not here.
Contingencies.
Upon contingencies.
Upon contingencies. Okay. No one else doing anything for the night?
Good.
No, get to whatever you're excited about.
Waking up?
Day tomorrow, we're going.
You're buzzing.
Probably not going to get to it.
Mark's like, you guys have spent so much time quality role-playing. Stop!
Wake up, whoop crack of dawn. Are you doing anything before going to the flower shop?
I have a question.
What's up?
So, with exhaustion, if I sleep all night, does that go away?
I say you still have exhaustion
Okay,
today.
cool.
Yeah.
But your ability checks.
So, I mean, if he wants to...
Well, so you look really tired.
yeah.
Hey, Bishop, do you think you could
Not that one.
lesser
That's just-
restoration?
That doesn't help with exhaustion.
He did lesser restoration.
I didn't do it.
I
Oh,
already did one. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he did it before that.
No, I did it after your
Oh.
sleep.
Oh,
You might
crap.
need to be our captain.
For me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For the lying con you're talking about. Yeah. I can do that for you.
Yeah.
Before we do go, though, I'd like to go talk with somebody real fast. And I'm gonna go find Sorcerer Man.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't remember. Starts with an O.
That's it?
Barrister?
No.
Barrister.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Obarius. Barrister.
Yes. How can I help you?
I kind of like awkwardly have a drawing of the symbol. Have you seen this before?
do you have minor illusion?
I can do that too.
I was gonna say, no need to draw.
I'll do a prestidigitation or
I've never seen that in my life. That one came to you
Yeah.
while meditating.
I went and checked it out a little bit, and it's a church. It's a god.
That is very strange.
I even tried meditating again, and I got something a bit similar, but not the same.
Well, sorcerers typically in our bloodline somewhere is where we can derive our magic.
So I'm saying
Maybe
I'm part devil and god. Is what you're trying to tell me?
an ancestor of yours is related to hell in some way.
That's weird. Seems kind of cliche.
You don't get it from my side of the family.
Oh, not really. No, you here?
No,
Okay, good.
sorry.
Alright. If there's anything you could tell me that could help, but otherwise, I'll keep feeling out for it. See if there's anything else. I'll let you know. All right. Thank you. We gotta get going.
And you get disadvantage for calling that campaign cliche.
No. My character. My own character.
I would just like to point out that this is his character background.
This was my
so
character
he's saying
backstory.
his background is cliche.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Wow.
Anything else?
We're gonna go have lunch at the bodega.
I mean, the three of us are, and you're gonna be outside.
No, you guys sit at the table near the window, so me and Dash can sit with you.
Yeah, but you're on the window. You're on the other side of the window.
You message each other.
No. They have the window open. We just eat on the windowsill.
Okay.
Like they created a little outdoor service counter for me and Dash because we're here all the time.
Because of
Which is why it's so insulting that one guy did not know
Yeah.
who you
he
were.
was new.
You never did actually walk in the store. So.
Was he a dragon? I mean,
He was probably a dragonborn.
All right.
His skin looked funny.
I would have packed all of my notes and maps and whatever I could find with swamp things, and of course swamp things. Is Phillip returned?
Phillip is not returned.
so I want to fill, using Dash if necessary, as much of Muzo's office with Gimble's pamphlets as possible, but hidden in places that he would find them. Just as many as possible.
Okay.
Well, I'm down.
Yeah.
You both make straight dex rolls.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm just having him do
Make
it.
a dex roll.
As you're distracting Muzu with how?
Yeah, you're yelling at
I
Muzo
just
for something.
I just asked Muzo for his opinion on my performance.
16
We've been there several hours.
It's a dex roll too, so +4.
plus dex, yeah, so 16.
16?
Is it an advantage?
With advantage or disadvantage?
Advantage.
Oh, 20 then.
20?
Yeah.
You managed to fit 200 pamphlets. You pick up a stack of papers, you pick up one page pamphlet.
That's almost half of what I had made out.
In jacket pockets, in everything
Everywhere.
that you can find. There's
Everywhere.
just full of pamphlets.
The best part is when you go back to the door and look in, you don't see a single.
And then after he's done berating me for my performance, I clap him on the shoulders like, Muzo, enjoy your time while we're gone.
I will, because you'll be gone.
Hopefully nothing reminds you of us.
Oh, hopefully. And he stomps back to his office.
Okay, let's go.
I wasn't involved in any of it.
I know, but me and Dash are rushing everyone out of the Adventurers Guild. I pick up Bishop as he's still eating.
Kimball, you might need to print some more pamphlets when we get back.
Will Phillip know how to find me if we leave without him?
Yeah.
You're familiar.
He'll know the way back to
Well, he knows where you
my
are.
heart?
still great.
Worst comes to worst, you can always just resummon him.
Yeah.
But then it's a whole thing, and then he disincorporates. It's very uncomfortable for him.
Well, I'm saying worst case scenario.
So he'll make it back. You should actually just know where you are. You should summon him.
Yeah. You probably hang out at Stillcry, though, because you'll be very far away.
Can I resummon him then when we get to the swamps? I just don't want to be without him for that long.
Sure, if he was carrying a letter of any kind, it would be gone.
You'll just be dropped.
If.
I guess I don't have a familiar anymore.
We could just buy you a bird.
It's not the same.
You can keep him in your backpack.
It's not the same.
We'll be back pretty quickly. We are doing
No more
teleportation
dragon's
after all.
breath.
So,
Fine. It's fine.
and we'll get there, I guess. Anything else?
All right.
I think we're good.
You get to Flower Shop. He gives you, since you're the best liar, what you've told everybody, official-looking documents, a writ of passage to go to the Rencharn swamps for an expedition.
Excavation.
Expedition.
No.
And then he gives you all uniforms for the Zerkaran Empire.
He found a uniform that fits me in one
He had it
day.
tailored.
That's just very impressive.
That's why he.
I'll go over to him and just kind of like compare our body sizes real quick, just in case.
You're much
What?
smaller than
Yeah.
Dash.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, how big is Dash?
Like 6 foot.
Okay.
I'm only 5'10" or 7. What did I write down?
What's your like body styles?
Slender.
Same. I'm not muscular. I'm toned, but not muscular. I would say I'm a bit shorter than him though. So like,
And
might
you
roll
have
up the
horns.
Yeah. I mean that probably
They wouldn't know that.
And a
Though.
tail.
Yeah.
Oh, the tail stays in the pants anyway. As you can see.
I mean,
You just talked about your tail. Sean.
guys, should we talk to Olaf about me maybe not doing this? Because I'm not feeling good today.
I can do it.
I mean,
We're
it's
close
not
enough.
like we've never had a disastrous attempt at deception before.
Well, it's always you people doing that. I've gotten away just fine.
It's okay. It's just the death penalty. Personality
Then let's go
military
with the
also.
Let's go with the one who has not had an issue yet. Here, stand next to me. And kind of shape him up. We're close enough.
Well,
Take yours.
plus, couldn't we use prestidigitation to just make the clothes fit?
Yeah.
Not quite. No, not.
I don't know if that
it needs to be with.
Lets
That
you
way,
alter up to like 1 cubic foot.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if we
I
took the
fold it all up,
time,
then yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here.
Are the documents that he gave me?
does
do
anyone
they
have mending?
Look like, do they describe me at all? Like, are we gonna have a problem if I get into him?
No, they
Okay.
have a name on them. Captain Heffelfinger. Heffelfinger.
Okay, so we won't have a problem if he goes.
He pretends to be Captain Heffelfinger.
Okay. All right.
Heffelfinger?
Alright.
Shut up.
Captain. Thank you very much.
Young Captain Heffelfinger.
Let's keep the young out of it, just so they don't know, because age for a
You do
tiefling is a
look
bit different. Look young.
17.
It's very
Prestidigitation.
impressive that you came up this far. Minor illusion.
I can make small images.
So you're going to make an image of your face in front of your face. Okay.
He's just going to age his
Okay.
face. He's
I'll
just
just
going to
add
age
like
his
a
face with
line.
illusion.
Just
That should be
just-
possible.
Okay, make a...
I haven't
Let's
like
just-
improved minor illusion, so I could have like the lines actually like stay on his face.
Why
and
does he
move
need to
with
be
him through
older?
The world and,
That would
like,
probably be better.
yeah,
than-
I'm an illusion wizard.
Oh, yeah,
than
no,
your
you
plan.
do that.
And then,
have you met?
and then you just be his, like, little gnome.
Attaché.
Yeah. Isn't that a briefcase?
Yeah, but it also doubles just like Corey does.
How offensive.
That's why there's a handle on the back of his uniform.
You never watched Birdcage? He's the attaché to Greece. I love him.
He's so much.
It's so good.
Like,
Anyways, back to the story.
Anyway.
Let's go, guys.
I'm offended
So
right now.
so we put Dream in a different room, and then we all change into our military uniforms?
Yep.
Is that what we're doing?
So
I
you
can't
are...
take my eyes off the ship though.
I'll watch him.
Make sure he doesn't fall asleep.
I will.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
You minor illusion... Or what did you do to his face?
Minor illusion.
Minor
Because I have
illusion to his face.
this fancy
Yeah,
minor
the
illusion.
improved one.
You look older.
Alright.
Your
Not
clothes
like-
fit well.
Not like putting him in his like 50s, but
Yeah.
like just like like
Yeah,
mid-20s.
not
Like,
17.
helping, yeah.
Do I have to not wear my gauntlets? I mean, I don't need them.
No, it wouldn't be like a military issue, but unless you get stopped by somebody for some weird reason, just put them in your pack.
Because that's
Put
not
them
going
in
to
my
happen.
pack, yeah.
Come on, squad. Set out.
I spend the entire
I'll try to
time looking at
deepen
my
my voice a wee
cuticles, trying to figure out if my hands are good or not.
Why are you looking at your hands so much?
If anything goes wrong, you can say you were
Seen them in
tired
a
of being
while.
underestimated for your age and you wanted a fair playing field for your superior abilities.
I'll just say that I do look too young usually. I have some help from my mini secretary. Alright.
Minquiter.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you get caught, you do not speak my name.
If we get caught, that's the first thing we're doing. Get over yourself,
Okay, so
buddy.
Mr. Shot got Olaf,
If you
right?
get caught, he dies first.
That's fine.
If we get
They're
caught,
gonna kill us anyway if we get caught.
Call it done then? Because I'll probably be able to get out. But I don't think we'll be able to help you
You'll
anymore.
still be in debt.
Alright, we'll move somewhere else if we got caught. Alright, guys, let's go.
All right. I hope you lie well.
You believe me right now, didn't you?
So do I.
I thought he was coming with. Make sure we.
I'll meet you there.
Oh.
He's fancy. Let's go.
Just saying, if he was a strong enough wizard, he could just teleport us himself.
I don't think he's a wizard.
Yeah, it is definitely not a wizard.
Mr. Shaw is.
Yeah.
Or something of the sort.
I just think
Olaf was
everyone
a-
I dislike is either a dragonborn or a wizard.
Or some kind of fancy person.
Yeah.
I am two, three of those things.
I like you, though.
All right, you guys head to the military outpost. Make a deception check.
You fit in my
Oh.
gimbal horn.
25.
Okay.
Scared me for a second there.
You walk up, you see a line of people on one side, and on another, you see people in military outfits kind of passing everybody up and going straight forward.
Straight with him.
Straight with them. How can I help you?
Man, Captain Heffelfinger, I'm here to use the circle.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
You head to teleportation circle, and in an instant, you are somewhere else.
Did we even say which teleportation circle we needed?
It says it on
On the
the
dock.
Oh, okay, okay. It's like Rook is going like, how do we know?
Where do I go?
Just follow me, squad.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. I didn't know these existed in D&D. That's cool.
Teleportation circles?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can learn that spell, I think, eventually.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright, squad. Let's head out. As we're still in the outpost and kind of walking out until we get out.
Right at the outskirts of the other outpost, you see Olaf waiting for you guys.
He's pretty quick, man.
So you're able to come through.
Easily.
First test passed. Follow me.
Cool.
Hey, Olaf, do you want a hug? You just look like you could use a hug.
He
Why
gets
do you
really
make
good
enemies
hugs.
with everyone we meet?
Not everyone.
Pretty much.
Bernard likes us.
As we travel, I'll kind of next to you, like, what kind of teleportation did you use?
William
forced
William changed his entire life.
Try to be like
I have my
convincing.
own circle.
My own circle? Just like outside of the base?
Wait, you have your own circle? We couldn't use it?
That was part of the test.
Oh my god. Now I know how the initiates feel.
Didn't even feel like a test and all. I just walked straight through.
Anyway, William changed his entire life based on my advice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, your advice to go find his love that you guys murdered.
Murdered is a strong term. Self-defended.
We kind of murdered.
No, he didn't murder.
So what's
They
the
did.
next part of the test?
All right. We will be hunting a.
Oh, I put my gauntlets on at this point.
Okay.
Now that we're out of sensory range.
Oh yeah, can I change back into traveling clothes?
Yeah.
Like comfy clothes? Okay.
Keep those safe. You'll need to travel back with them.
I didn't bring a change of clothes. I didn't know we were going to have to do that. Don't worry.
Keep them clean.
I'll keep them clean.
He looks at your hands before you put the gauntlets on. Oh, wait.
Wait, are my hands not good? Gimbal said they were good.
We'll
They
talk
are
about it
registered
later.
lethal weapons.
I'm very good at lying.
Who said I was?
Good for a coal miner.
We good for a coal miner.
Damn, shade.
Wow.
And we just lost West
I'll
Virginia.
take a hug.
We will be hunting a Catoblepus. Yes, that's how I'm saying it.
Can I know what
Whoa. Petrify pig?
Yes.
We're hunting a petrify pig.
Hunting a petrified pig.
What's a petrified
What is a
pig?
petrified pig?
tell.
So
Don't
on the
look at
tin it says petrify pig. What do those words mean? That is a catoblepus.
It's kind of the size of a buffalo, right? It has a clubbed
I'm
tail,
describing this to
kind of
you.
like a dinosaur. You do know from his knowledge that it does have an ability that does a lot of damage and can potentially kill somebody with a glance.
Is it aggressive?
Oh, incredibly so.
Alright, so I have to stay to the back because I'm the only one who can take care of petrification.
No, that's even beyond you at this point.
Lesser restoration doesn't help.
No.
Oh.
Not with petrification.
All right, so don't look in the eye.
Just remember, kids, don't get stoned.
What rule number is that?
Rule 76.
We might have a 76.
And it's
76 is free.
So just
It's
pick the
no-
rule number since you have the list.
Yeah.
it's known colloquially as a petrification pick, but the look that it gives does not petrify people. It outright kills people.
Just don't look it in the eyes. Or is it just if it looks at you?
So do we have to kill it?
Yes, I need to harvest the glands behind its mouth.
So don't punch it in the mouth.
No, please do not.
Okay.
Or else we would have to
Alchemy
find a second.
check.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you pointing at me?
So make your alchemy check now. He said what we need.
Oh,
And
okay.
you've been studying that potion book
Oh yeah,
just
if
for
I can
this
see what it
reason.
actually would
Yeah.
be used for. Like, what can I make a check to see like what the uses of the glands would be?
Because we've been preparing for this exact moment to find out what he needs.
What would you call that? Investigation or
Arcana?
nature? Arcana?
Probably Arcana.
Nat 20, so 26.
It's definitely not used for any kind of potion. It's used in a variety of poisons.
Okay.
I don't know that though. So.
Yeah.
And you have no way of telling us unless you use the message signal for our resident answering service.
Hello.
1-800-BISHOP.
So shall we
So,
get started?
Let us track it. It might be a few days until we
I walk
find one.
behind him whenever I do the message so he doesn't see me cast spell.
He messaged you.
It's probably for poison.
And do we care?
No. We don't really have a choice in the matter at this point.
Well, we are out in the. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of swampy water where bodies don't float.
He's not the one we owe money. I'm much more afraid of Mr. Clark than him. You didn't see those eyes.
You're-
Shaw.
Mr. Shaw.
Shaw.
People die every
It
day.
would be hilarious if it was Mr. Clark in both worlds, but he is immortal. Well, we could sell his body parts to make up the 4,000.
I feel like we'd owe more than 4,000 if we took out one of his other henchmen.
It wasn't our fault. The Catoblepus killed him.
No.
Let's do our jobs, guys.
All of this is going through Bishop and then to everyone
I'll
else.
stop at one point and just end with one final message of we do want to try and save as many lives as we can, but we have to make sure we save our own first. Alright? Right.
All right.
Come on, squad.
So for brevity's sake, we will be making survival rolls. Olaf is not going to help you guys. We need a consistent stream of 15s. If we get 3 15s throughout the
Can
day,
you
and these are
guide
going to count for a
I'll
day.
guide it's one
So
person.
we'll
I have survival 4.
we'll do a round of survival checks for the day, and we'll keep going. If we get
So as long as
three
one person.
3 consecutive, one person gets 3, or the team gets 3 consecutive 15s, then you find the.
Yeah, I got 115.
And I'm also going to be rolling for encounters. So 2 encounters per day.
Okay.
So I got 115 for my first roll. I'll guidance.
Well, no, we only have to get
Not
115 a day.
guidance. That's
Right?
3 a day.
1 a day.
One a
Oh,
day.
I
One
got
for 3 consecutive days.
Yeah.
Alright, I got the first
So as
one.
long as
So we're
one
going to be out
person-
here for 3 days
At
regardless.
least 3 days.
So as long as one person gets, we're good.
Yeah, I got it right now for the first day. So
Okay.
boom. 15 exactly.
You got a 15? Okay.
Yeah, plus 4. You see the number?
No,
Oh, you're looking behind my thing, huh?
I wasn't. Something moved in the corner of my eye. I looked. I saw it.
Go and make a roll for your second day.
Okay.
With
With
guidance.
guidance?
We all get to do it, though, is what he said.
I got a 19.
I didn't make it that time.
I got a 19.
Yeah, we're good.
I got 15.
All right, make your third day.
Made it.
Good thing you didn't need.
Oh, is he over his exhaustion yet? If it's been 3 days?
Oh, okay.
After the first night, first full day, once you're in the swamps, you get over it.
Just get over it.
Should we be concerned that you sleep better in the swamp than you do in a comfy bedroom?
No. I am an elf.
He's a forest elf too, right?
Yeah.
Wood elf. What is the
Wood
term? Racist.
Goes both ways.
All dragonborn
You're
are
just a
evil.
dragon, right?
They're related to lizards, right?
First night, you do find a trail, but you also get ambushed by 3 giant spiders. So roll for initiative.
Oh, I will have cast mage armor on myself before this.
Every day.
Okay. Give me 1 second,
Don't have
guys.
that one yet.
Just so you know, 24 minutes.
Thank you.
Like 3 hours. My hand just like.
This is Brinsharin, not Cholt.
I wanted the ones in
Okay.
contact with him. So like the ones he's controlling, these are just after his fire
Rook.
burned for a bit. They went back to.
15.
I know mine, but I'm gonna roll for good luck.
20.
Kimball?
22.
Ooh, nice.
12.
Makes sense. The people who are following a trail didn't get good, and then the 2 who
It's good that I
aren't
go last.
like who are paying attention to everything else.
And then Olaf is staying back and just observing your fight.
If I get an opportunity, I'm going to toss Olaf at us.
Come here.
All right, so you have, we'll say, maybe 15 feet between you guys, 3 giant spiders right in front. Dream, you're up first.
Are they standing together, or are they spread
They'd
out?
probably, trying to flank you guys, but they'd be in 10 feet, within 10 feet of each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shatter then.
All right. What kind of
so
check is that?
it is a con saving throw. So I pull out a piece of mica, pack it with sand, and throw it.
Okay. What do they have to beat?
14.
None of them make it.
Okay, so then I'm going to do 3d8 damage. So I guess one beam for each one. So the first one takes 3
Wait, shatter?
damage.
No, it's an AoE.
Yeah.
So they all
They all
take
take
that.
that.
damage.
Oh,
all
sweet.
take that.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage
9 damage.
each.
You see as they each kind of slide back and kind of shiver as the spell takes hold. You did a pretty significant amount of damage to them. They're looking pretty rough. Next up are the... Oh, sorry, Gimbal, you were first. Now it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go with whichever one is in the middle,
Okay.
and I'll run up next to Dream and cast Toll the Dead. So I'm gonna need a Wisdom save from that one.
What is he saving against?
14.
He makes it.
Dang.
Actually, he makes it. Okay.
What does that spell look like for you?
For me, it's like it's invisible, but there's a gong that resonates throughout the area, emanating from the creature.
And then a really loud gnome going, shh.
Next are the spiders. So they're going to, I would say, run around. 1 on Gimbal, 2 on Dream.
What? No.
What is your armor class, Dream?
12.
12. None of them hit. They're all too taken aback by the shatter that was cast.
Half their legs are broken.
Next up is going to be Rook.
Okay, so by giant spiders, do we mean they're like medium or like they're big?
Giant spiders are large beasts.
Large beasts? Okay. So I'm going to attempt to shove one away from Dream because I'm assuming they're trying to flank her. So my first attack, I'm going to make a shove
Shove attack. Okay.
So he needs to... Oh, and then I will rage. Because why not?
I would like to rage.
One rage, please.
So that'll be a 27.
Yeah. He gets 10 feet.
Yeah. Well, no, it only pushes 5 feet.
Okay.
But then it'll basically put me
Distance
between him. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, it's forced movement.
Okay.
And then I will use my offhand to punch him.
The one in your dream.
The one that I just
Oh,
shoved.
and then you went into the square.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. Nope, does not. You pushed him a little too hard, and you tried to swing, but he was already
At around your range.
So a 7 does not hit?
7 does not.
Okay.
Next is going to be Dash.
So one is one of them has no one around it, right?
No, all of them are. within
One's
5
on
feet.
Gimbal, one's on Dream, one's on me now.
But I could get around. Could I move around to flank?
One? Yeah, you'd be able to.
Okay.
Especially with cunning action.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
take it.
Then yeah, I want to flank. Probably one attacking Gimbal.
One attacking Gimbal?
Yeah.
Make an attack.
Gimbal's sitting there like, look at how delicious I am. Don't look at the road.
22.
22 hits, yeah.
And then sneak attack because it's yeah okay.
And the spider is saying in perfect spiderese, I don't speak your language.
What do you say?
Stop moving. I'm hungry.
Just wanted to know if you had sugar.
22.
Damn it.
22 points of damage? How do you kill it?
I stabbed through its head.
Okay.
It's talking to Gimbal. There's
Yeah,
Just goes
like
limp.
from underneath.
Yeah.
Like a slide.
Yeah, there we go.
Like under.
The rapier goes above, like just over
Yeah, it slumps to the ground.
straight Sinbad. You just slide under it, cutting through.
Bishop, you're next.
Twin cast guiding bolt is like, oh, there's only 2 left, and so all I kind of wave my arms as I'm wearing gloves that have like small little gems that are my focuses.
Okay. Yeah.
1 to each, so 1 of them left. Oh, I'm probably not gonna hit, but 13.
Nope.
1 on the right, less than that. Just kind of. There you go. You guys are in the way.
My bad.
A tree in the distance just goes.
It's glowing as well.
The tree that Olaf was
It's
sitting
always
next
standing
to.
in the way. I'll kind of take a few steps back and kind of get
Gimbal,
closer to.
you're next.
Okay, I'm gonna firebolt the one in front of. That would be the one closest
Yep.
to me, so I'll just turn to the side and shoot. Does a 13?
No.
No, it doesn't. Nothing
Barely
happens.
misses. Next up is Dream.
I will Eldritch Blast this one in front of me in the face.
And the first.
Would that be disadvantage?
Oh,
would
it's
be
almost
disadvantaged.
14.
I don't think it matters.
Well, I don't think it's going to be much. Oh, well, okay. 10.
Hits the ground right in front of the spider. Next up is the spiders. One of them's going to attack you.
We were
The other
doing
one's
so
gonna attack Dream. Dream does a 16 hit.
Yeah.
Okay. It does 7 points of damage, and I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
But he said he wants you to make it. Good girl.
Okay. What do I add?
So it's just your con, yeah. So that's a 20.
20.
Okay, you do not get poisoned, but you do take the 7 damage.
Ooh, let me show you a trick. Do you have one of those dry erase markers? Here, put it back in the thing. Anyway,
I gotta
continue.
get a dryer.
Then the other spider goes for a bite attack on you,
Okay.
but you slip it. Next up is Rook.
So you can go.
Gotcha.
Just leave those in the middle because I need that too.
I also have other ones back there.
Yeah, I have one in my backpack.
Here, I got.
Thank you.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, so that's a 25.
Yep, that hits.
So that's 10 damage on the first attack. And then that's a 20
Yep.
for 13.
All right, how do you kill it?
This is the one I'm fighting,
Yep.
right? Who tried to... Okay,
Try to
so
bite you
I'm just
twice.
going to like get under its thorax and just squeeze.
Okay. You run up and do a sliding move, sliding
Taking
home,
from dash.
and then you just go You are covered in spider guts.
Just get up and look over at Dash.
Now your hands are really.
And then with my remaining movement, I want to move into not a flank, so you can have the flank. Well, it's a large creature, so I want to move into a flank.
Okay. So you need to have flank. Got it. You're up next.
All right. Attack.
Okay.
All right, so roll. 18.
Yep, hits.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. That was a 24. Yeah.
Oh no, that doesn't hit.
Yeah. But
Bounded
damage,
accuracy,
though.
as my sister likes
It's
to
like
say.
a 2, a 1, and a 1.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. With sneak attack.
It was a bad roll.
Yeah, it was a really bad roll.
Really bad.
Did you do 26 last?
22.
22.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, but he got
I did 24 on my last turn, I'd just like to point out.
But how big are you?
I'm just saying.
Next is going to be Gimble. Oh no, Bishop. Sorry, it's Bishop. Stop.
We look nothing alike.
I'll just guiding bolt again. Nope.
Doesn't hit.
Like, you guys are in the way.
You guiding bolted the one that
It's already dead.
got destroyed.
Wait,
Gimble,
that
hero.
was,
It's
no.
extra dead now.
Super dead.
Me now?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, does a 24 hit
Yeah.
for 1 point of fire damage?
This one is looking really bad. It's on its last leg.
Big fancy, like,
Super accurate in its like butt, so it doesn't hurt it much.
I hit it in the chonky spot.
The chonky smile.
Eldritch Blast again. Oh, wait, I still have disadvantage?
so disadvantage.
Because you're too
Doesn't
close.
matter. God. Okay, 12
Okay.
this time.
It doesn't hit. No.
So when you're in the situation that you're in, use this one. Because that won't have disad.
Okay.
Just because Eldritch Blast is ranged.
Spiders.
Oh,
are
that's why I
Yeah,
have
if you're
disadvantage?
up
Yeah.
close to something,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
trying to shoot a bow like right here.
Sure.
lunges at you, trying to take another bite. Misses. Next is Rook.
So
You are flanking.
yeah. So that's going to be a 24 for 8 damage, and then
Yep. How do you kill this one?
I suplex it, if that's possible.
What's up?
What was your other, roll your second damage?
It would have been 12.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean it would have been 12 damage.
Oh, then yes, you suplex this thing.
It doesn't have to be like a normal suplex where I like grab it and go like this. I mean like I just grab it and like fling it away from Dreambrain.
It hits a tree. Is impaled on a branch.
And then I'll walk up to Dream and be like, that looks nasty. Cure wounds for 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
I turn back to Olaf with a big ol' grin.
I turn to Olaf covered in spider goo.
Pew, pew.
He just keeps walking.
Olaf, but my hug!
You're clean now.
As Gimbal and Bishop are cleaning me as I walk towards them.
Stop.
Stop it! You're so gross. All right. Next day you face off against something harder for you guys.
Thanks.
'Cause that was
Oh, it's such a random
easy.
encounter.
I have my creature card, so I could
I
bring them
need
in
to
next time.
up my
Spiders in
random
the swamp.
encounter. Giant
spiders.
spiders.
I need to up my
Swampers.
game.
Swiders.
I'm sure they like eat crocodiles and stuff.
Shadow
Come on.
Mastiff? How is there a Shadow
Come on.
Mastiff?
Is that
Shadow
a doggy?
Mastiffs live in swamps and like graveyards and stuff.
Okay, you guys are fighting two Shadow Mastiffs.
I can't handle killing more
Trying to roll
canines.
something higher than a 7.
Is this a new day?
Yeah.
These are
second
not
go.
dogs.
Okay, good.
They just look like dogs.
These are okay to kill.
These are like demon
Yeah. These ones we want dead.
Roll for initiative.
Come on. You.
Kawaii.
Yes.
Oh, finally.
Wait, I think I get advantage on initiative.
Do you?
I think so.
What'd you roll?
14.
Sure, 14.
This is the next day.
Next day. Yep.
19.
Gimbal.
15.
15.
I have a decent dex.
Right?
Oh,
Or
19.
dream, sorry.
19.
19.
Patrick's dice?
Who's going first?
I don't care. Do you care?
Just
No.
let Gimbal take it. Always give the wizard.
No,
Between
between
you.
Oh,
right.
then let her take it.
Yeah.
Got it. And then Rook?
20.
20. Awesome. Rook, you're up.
Okay, and they're
20
shadow
feet out.
massives? 20
Shadow
feet
massive,
out.
20 feet out.
Okay. So I will go and reckless attack the first one while trying to move around it to set up for dash.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I have 30 feet of movement, so I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
But
We'll see
you're a little
what it
bit
is.
faster than me, so. Reckless attack! Okay, that's going to be a 25 for a 10. Second attack is a 14?
Both hit.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was 10 for the first one, 11 for the second one, 21 total.
21 total.
Yeah.
As you punch its form, it's like punching a cloud. You feel like it's not taking as much damage as you think it should. How much did you do?
21.
This is
Definitely magical
Dream.
creatures, guys.
Dream.
Oh. Are they standing next to each other or are they far away from each other?
They'd probably be 15 feet away from each other.
Okay. I will go ahead and do Scorching Ray, and I'll do 2 at one and 1 at the other.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just roll 3d20s for all
Apologies.
those.
At 7th level, I have advantage on initiatives.
Those all hit.
So we've got 21, 22, 23. How funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Are you doing the 2 to the one that was already damaged, or the 1?
how about 2 into the one that's not
Okay.
damaged yet? Okay, so I think I do something with my staff maybe for this. Like,
Slam it on the ground, and you see 3 glowing kind of red orbs appear on top of it, and then as you kind of concentrate, they all shoot out the respective targets.
awesome.
And just a picture reference so you know Dream isn't.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
7 damage. Do I have to roll for each ray?
Mhm.
Okay.
So we'll say 7 damage was the loner,
7, 5, and 7 again.
5 and 7.
Yeah, so 12
Okay.
to the non-damaged one, and then
7 to the damage.
7 to the damaged one. Perfect. Next up is Dash.
I have enough movement to get up to it and attack, yeah.
Okay.
And it's
You can
flanking.
get in flanking. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
you're elf, so your rapier's magic, right?
It's not magic.
The sneak attack work on?
Yep.
Then I have a question for the DM after this, if he's interested.
25 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And that would be 10 damage.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it takes
Yep.
as much.
But it felt like it took full damage on the fire.
Yes.
Magic.
What was your question for the DM?
Okay, so with Twin Spell, you can spend the number of sorcery points equal to your spell's level to do it twice. It can only attack one creature, and it is incapable of targeting more than one creature at the spell's current level. That's all it says. Spiritual Weapon is not a concentration spell. Would I be able to twin that
I
one?
think it says you have to.
It has to involve
it
an
has
attack
to have
roll.
a target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll just stick with Spiritual Weapon, summon that real quick, put it up against the one that doesn't have these 2 attacking at the
Okay.
moment.
Yeah. Go for a hit.
So 19. That's a D8. Right. I just had it open. I need to write down the damage. You keep forgetting to.
For spiritual weapon?
Yeah,
It's a D8,
it's
isn't
just
it?
1d8.
Yeah.
Plus charisma.
Well, Yeah, for you plus
Yeah,
wisdom.
so 8.
8 points of damage as you strike it, and you see some of the shadow that's been emanating around it kind of cuts through.
And then cantrip for my action, because it's actually a bonus action to summon.
Okay.
The initial casting is an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
It never states anywhere that it's a full action for
In the
initial
spell
attack.
description?
I'm pretty sure.
Keep going past it. There we go. Casting time, a bonus action. You create a floating spiritual weapon within range that lasts for the duration until you cast this again. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against this creature. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, no, like it's a bonus. I was like, oh, look at that. Yeah, then Toll the Dead on the one that I just struck.
What is it? What check?
Wisdom.
Wisdom for 15.
It makes it.
Pretty
Kimball.
I will also toll the dead the same one. Make another wisdom.
What am I beating?
14.
Does not make it.
Yes.
You hear like a loud little ding, and a loud little dong.
4 damage.
It's something.
If anything in this swamp wasn't trying to kill us, like
Now
all the
they
bells.
Hey, it's only inside the head of the one creature.
Bells.
There's a soft
death.
emanation within 10 feet of the creature, though.
Yeah.
Now the master's time. One will attack.
I'm farther back. I moved back.
Yeah, one will attack each of you guys.
Wait, each of who? Oh.
Dash does a 22 hit.
Yeah, I think it does.
And does a 10 hit you, Rook?
No,
Oh.
actually.
Dang it. You take 7 points of damage
Okay.
as one lunges and bites you.
How much damage?
7.
Oh, I thought you said 17. I was like, what?
Oh, I'd be running away.
Next is Rook.
Okay. Rook. Oh, wait. To be fair, I had Reckless attacked, so he has advantage on that
Thank
attack
you.
roll.
Does a
Yes.
21 hit. You take 7 damage as well.
Okay. Reduced.
Yep.
So that would be, what, 3?
3, yeah.
He bites you. It doesn't affect you as much as
Yeah.
he thinks it should.
I laugh in his face and then punch
This
him.
is how it feels!
And then, are we still flanking on this one? Okay, so I don't Reckless attack this turn then. 18?
Yep.
And my second attack is a crit.
Alright, that definitely hits.
So I'm just going to roll the crit damage because I have 2 out. So that's going to be 7, 8, 9, plus 6, 15 for the crit. And then 8 plus 6, 13?
14.
14 for
29.
the non-crit. So I grab it by the back and just toss it.
Okay.
And then move towards his friend.
Hits a tree. Shadow explodes. You see kind of bones fall to the floor.
Every time I toss something against a tree, I look at Olaf.
As you're tossing, grab.
Next up is going to be... that's all your attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is going to be Dream.
And I did move into position on the new one.
Okay.
How
'Cause-
far?
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You finish your turn.
Oh, no, just because it attacked one of us, so it should be easy to maneuver into a flank. Okay.
How far away is the one from me?
20 feet. Yeah,
Okay.
so you have...
Maintain my position. Eldritch Blast. Oh my god. It doesn't hit. It was a 3. So 9.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Goes wide. Next up is going to be Dash.
I'm gonna go to the other one. Can I flank?
No, yeah, he went into flanking position.
Oh, I thought. Okay, got it. Okay.
I'm on the other side of the coin.
Yep.
His voice, so creative.
13.
13 does not hit.
Oof.
With
That was rough.
advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 and a 7.
Yeah. Sad day.
That's called sad vantage.
Mhm.
Remember that one time you had advantage and you rolled 2 1s?
Alright. Sword's gonna attack again. 19.
Yep, hits.
Ooh, that's 13 points of damage from that.
13 points of damage. How do you kill it?
All right, with them kind of distracting both sides, the sword will just fly straight up and then just
right on the spine of the creature. You see
widthwise against it. So
the shadows kind of struggle and shift and then dissipate, and then you see bones fall over.
we need to do the bones. Like, is there anything fancy with that? Do we just leave them there?
I just turn back to Olaf.
I collect the bones for a broth later.
For a what?
Shadow
For
Mastiff
broth.
broth?
Well, I'm thinking that Rook is super into exotic monster meals.
Okay.
Because we had that discussion about eating dragons, like when we were coming back.
It
So
would be a feast.
I think he's getting epicurious.
As long as you taste it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he collected some spider legs from like the last ones.
Maybe
like roast them. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Right?
Sacks from the spiders, maybe?
No.
Just the legs. I don't know what's poisonous. So I'm
what's
assuming
not.
there's no poison in the leg.
And also, what has eggs in it or not?
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of camp. Hey, spiders!
Hey, there's more spiders here. This is weird.
Caviar of the swamp.
Third day. No other encounters, but you do pick up a really strong trail, and we'll end the session. You guys heading up to a clearing where you see this creature, very large, clubbed tail, just kind of milling about its own business.
Ooh.
I think we found it.
All right,
And that's
Illusion
where
Master.
we'll end for the night.